You know, I'm wondering with Resident Evil 2, could they use this as an opportunity to potentially tease a Resident Evil 3 remake? I know I've talked about it a little bit before here on my channel, but if you're new here, let's dive back into that subject and try and figure out if Capcom is really kind of willing to pull the curtain back just a tad bit more on some of these future projects. Look, obviously Resident Evil 2 has Mr. X. He was highly featured in the trailer. So, you know, I don't think they're just going to throw in Nemesis for the sake of throwing in Nemesis, but they could very well tease Nemesis. Maybe he could be like an action figure on a desk somewhere. You know, if you look closely, you can find him. Or, better yet, maybe you're kind of roaming throughout Raccoon City as Leon S. Kennedy, this rookie cop, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you hear this. Stairs! That would scare the shit out of me. You know, I think Resident Evil 2 is terrifying, but bro, Resident Evil 3, it's on a whole nother level, you know? The beauty of Resident Evil 3 is that it had that sense of unpredictability. You know, you never knew when Nemesis would pop out, and that, since you didn't know what was right around the corner, was terrifying. That's what made it work. And since this is Resident Evil 2, and you're not expecting an enemy from Resident Evil 3 to appear here in Resident Evil 2, since, you know, the timelines are completely off, well, it would work. Because you wouldn't be expecting it. So, what do you think? Do you think Capcom is going to use this opportunity in Resident Evil 2 to tease a Resident Evil 3 remake? Or do you think they might use it to kind of tease a Dino Crisis remake? I mean, after all, there was that one tweet a few months ago about, hey, look, if you want a Dino Crisis remake, let's hear some noise, you know? Obviously, that doesn't guarantee anything, but they just kind of wanted to throw that bone out there to see if anyone would, you know, latch on to it, I guess. So time will tell on what will happen with Resident Evil 3. Obviously, Resident Evil 2 will sell like hotcakes, and since that will sell like hotcakes, I think the future is very, very, very bright for a Resident Evil 3 remake, which is really awesome, you know?